What's going on, y'all? Chilling, chilling, chilling. So I heard you can't curse until 8 seconds or whatever in the video. But this video, right, is telling you guys that I have some bad news for the people who are optimistic about Call of Duty's audio. Like the people who think Call of Duty's audio has a fix. Like it's a way to hear footsteps better. Like I've seen a couple people videos like a guy named Iceman Isaac. And they put a lot of effort into into their videos. And they're not lying to you guys. Like they're not lying. But it's just not accurate what they're telling you guys. I saw a guy, his name is Four Eyes. His name's Four Eyes. And he has some good videos also, like some graphic settings and all kind of stuff. I saw his video on the audio, and I saw Iceman Isaac's video on the audio. And they put effort. Like they put their best effort into helping you guys hear people better when you can hear people better, if that makes sense. A lot of times in this game, when you hear people, that's when you can hear people. Does that make sense? And when you don't hear people, that's when you can't hear people in this game. Now, listen, I don't play multiplayer anymore, and I'm sure it's the same way in multiplayer because it's the same engine. But in Warzone, when was the last time 3 events were happening at one time where you heard somebody running up on you? Not you knew somebody was running up on you, where you heard somebody was running up on you. And 3 events meaning somebody's running up on you. That's one event. You can hear them on the outside of the wall. The second event is a airstrike or a cluster strike is going on. Not on you or not. It doesn't even have to be on you. Close by, like in the distance where you can hear it in your right ear or left ear or whatever. And you're in a gunfight, right? When all that stuff happens, footsteps go silent. So you're in a gunfight and you hear an airstrike or whatever's happening. You can't hear the footsteps. Footsteps go silent. I did all kinds of tests. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I am a audio mastermind. Like I plugged in my, I used my best plugins that isolates sound. In the footsteps, they use mainly bass and mids. They have some treble, some highs, so you can hear the crunching on the rocks. But for the most part, they use bass and the mids, right? I isolated both sounds. And it's cool when nobody's around. Like right now, I am just me and teammates, and you can hear my teammates' footsteps. Cool, because we're just walking around and stuff like that. But soon as I turn into an enemy, when the gunshots echo and all kind of stuff is going on, you can't hear footsteps anymore. I don't know if they made the game like that, but I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm trying to blow stuff up and see, like when somebody's close, I was trying to blow stuff up and see if I can hear audio. But you can't. You just can't. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I got waves maximizers. I got limiters. I got all kind of stuff. Sound chains to isolate the stereo, to isolate the audio. And none of it works. It works awesome. It makes the game sound better when rockets aren't going off and stuff like that. But this is how Activision or Call of Duty wants the game to be. They want the game to just be random. You ever heard when somebody say the game is RNG? They want the game to be RNG. Like they want the game to be random. They want the game to be, like anybody can get a kill. I'm hiding here. Listen, I'm here on purpose to see if I hear somebody, right? When nothing's going on, you can hear.
Overclock activated.
And this isn't a video to get a whole bunch of views, to act like I know what I'm talking about. Oh, well, in this situation, I'm 98% sure that the footsteps just don't work when other activities is going on. But this video is really for just the people who watch me, the 300 people who are going to watch this video, and they're just going to be like, you know what? Hey, I'm not even going to do all these fixes to my PlayStation 5, buy all this stuff, and do all this stuff to my computer, and it just doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work. The best advice is to put a little limiter or something so you could crank up the volume and the gunshots won't be super loud blowing out your ear. That's the best advice. Anything else, it's on the game side where either the game is doing it on purpose or the game just can't handle more than 3 events going on at one time. I remember I was playing Warzone and we were at the edge of the circle. On the left side, I heard a cluster strike or whatever it's called now. I think it's still called cluster strike. But the bombs, boom, boom. On the left side, and it was in the gas. It was nobody over there. I promise it was nobody over there. The game just added random white noise, war sounds, dogs barking, all kind of stuff in the game so you can't hear footsteps. And I really think they're doing it on purpose so the game can be super random. Long story short, there is no fix to hear footsteps better in Warzone or Modern Warfare 2. If you hear what you heard, it's not a coincidence. It's not the fix that you did. It's not that. You were gonna hear it anyway. It's not the headset, although a headset does matter, but it's not none of that stuff. If you hear something, you were going to hear it anyway. If you didn't hear something, you weren't going to hear it in this game. You probably were supposed to hear it, but you weren't going to hear it. So right now, I'm going to give you my suggestions. If you're on PC, add a free limiter or something to your PC. Add a free limiter. And you're adding the limiter to your PC so you could crank up the volume. And if your sound goes up above a certain decibel, you won't blow your eardrums out. Like, say you put the volume max to negative 17. If it goes above that, the limiter would kick in and make the volume stay at negative 17. So you won't be like, that was too loud. That's the only advice I would go with. Oh, yeah, and home theater for the sound output in game. Bass boost sucks. It just makes it muddy and stupid. But the only fix would be if Activision, Infinity Ward, Raven, Treyarch, whoever it is, releases an audio update. That's the only fix that will happen. So, like the video if you like the video. I'm doing all kinds of stuff to try to isolate the sound. And I did this stuff in Warzone also. All hours of this stuff, and it doesn't work. Like, sometimes you hear something, but it's like, hey, would I have heard that anyway? You know? Would I have heard that anyway if I did this or not? I'm 98% sure that I would have heard it anyway if I did all of this stuff. And this isn't no preschool software that I'm using here. This is like really top of the line stuff. Like you're not a French. Like, this is that software that I'm using for my audio. This isn't, hey, this is a free download. No, it's none of that stuff. This stuff costs thousands of dollars. Don't forget to like the video if you like the video.